It's James Steinhubel on TVYou on the Meika Safehouse channel with Charlene Cherniwchan, owner of Mut Hut Pet Emporium. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for calling today.
Excellent. How's business?
Well, here in Canmore, it's not too bad. We still have a lot of people coming into town and a lot of people getting new pets and taking care of the pets that they have.
And what is the thumbnail description of the Mut Hut Pet Emporium? Such a neat name.
Well, we've been in business here as an independent pet specialty store since 2006, and we're located in downtown Canmore. So our clientele are, of course, our lovely local community, as well as our vast number of second homeowners that come and visit, that have second homes, and they're from all around the world. So, of course, we're not seeing too many of those folks right now. And then, Canadian tourists that love to come to the Rocky Mountains. And our store is, we have grooming service, retail, and a full-line bakery, and we bake all of our treats here. And we also have our own line of pet dog treats, gluten-free, that we sell into some of the major grocery stores as well.
Wow, that's such a neat business. And what's popular today? What's exciting in the store today?
Well, anything that's outdoor activities with your pet, that's very popular. Due to COVID, a lot of people are spending more time outside. A lot of people are getting puppies, so we have we sell a lot of puppy toys, training toys, and of course, our locally produced, all of our in-store gourmet cookies are always a great seller. We bake them right in the store, so it smells like fresh baked cookies every day.
That is fantastic. It's James Steinhubel on TVYou, the Meika Safehouse channel. We've had Charlene Cherniwchan with Mut Hut Pet Emporium. Thank you so kindly, Charlene.
Thank you, and thanks for calling me out of the blue. A great opportunity.
It's James Steinhubel on TVYou on the Meika Safehouse channel. And today we've got Wendy Brown from Brown Inc. How are you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Excellent. You have a very interesting business. Tell us about it.
Yes, I have a business where I am making dog clothes. I started a couple years back when somebody came up to me and asked me if I could make dog clothes. I do sewing, not as a profession or anything, but I thought I could take that on. And since then, I've made quite a few dog clothes. I've had special orders. It's been very interesting.
Now, what are the most popular dogs that are getting clothes made? Like, what's the story with that?
It's mostly smaller dogs, the ones with little fur that need warmth in the winter.
Uh-huh.
And I am Métis, so some of my clothes are Métis colors,
Nice.
which is the Hudson Bay blanket. And they've been very popular. My mother made some jackets for adults out of the Hudson Bay coat, and so my dog coats matched, and it was an awesome deal.
That's good. So I'm sure there's some dogs that have way more clothes than other dogs.
Oh, yes. Well, some people spoil their dogs terribly. I mean, I've made dresses. I've made Western outfits.
So what's the popular cuts and lines for this holiday season?
It's still just the basic dog coat with a hood on it, so it keeps the back of their neck a little bit warmer. I'm currently working with a lady that has a Great Dane. I'm making a dog coat for him, so that's going to be really exciting.
Great Dane, that's a serious. That's like being a tailor.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I love dogs, so that's why I went into this so readily.
That is so good. It's been James Steinhubel on TVYou on the Meika's channel with Wendy Brown from Brown Inc. Thank you, Wendy.
Thanks.
It's James Steinhubel on TVYou. We're on the Meika Safehouse channel. Today we've got Jeff with Gone Buggy, Pets, Plants, and More. How you doing, Jeff?
Good.
Yeah, good. Now we had a nice little chat. You're getting into you got some pet food and some toys, but what are you getting into? You got some artisan stuff and some antiques on the go. Tell us what's going on.
I do a lot of leather type stuff. I make custom leather hats, and I do a lot of harness work and belts and stuff like that. So we do a lot of custom artisan stuff. I hand make, part of my artisan side business, I hand make custom pens out of acrylics and exotic woods. And so we do a lot of that. But, other than that, we just try to do whatever we can do to keep everything going.
Yeah, and what with the antique side, is you got any sort of specialty that you're working on?
We do some small stuff, glassware. We do a lot of antique furniture, like we've got antique Victorian era cameo back sofas and an old probably a 1909 player piano. We sell a lot of the scrolls for the player pianos. We've just got antique oil lamps, just a little bit of everything for antiques. So
how do people find you?
We're online, and we are advertised in the Discovering Antiques magazine.
Nice.
And so we get a lot of foot traffic from that. So we just try to find our little, get our foot in the door in a few different places and advertise. We're on Facebook Marketplace. I have a Facebook account for Gone Buggy Pets, Plants, and More. And then we advertise occasionally on the radio through the old station. But wherever we can afford to do it, then that's where we go. So
what are people looking for these days? What's the hot item?
It goes like, I'm surprised at the specific things that people are looking for. I had a guy come in a couple weeks ago, and he was specifically looking for old Calgary stock ale memorabilia. I didn't realize there was old Calgary stock ale memorabilia. I guess at one time they had their own plates and dishware that they used in, I guess they had a little area where you go and have a beer and some dinner and whatever, and they had their own logos on dishes. They had glasses.
Really?
They had coasters, all kinds of little things, and I was completely unaware of that. I get people looking for specific glass items. I had one guy coming in looking for old 7 Sutherland Sisters hair tonic bottles from way back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s. People looking for specific tinware, old tobacco tins, oil tins, all kinds of weird little things. And people collect some very, very specific things, and I was actually quite surprised at that when we first started doing it. So
that's interesting. It sounds like a very dynamic and interesting business. We've had Jeff with Gone Buggy, Pets, Plants, and More with me, James Steinable, on TVYou on the Meika Safehouse channel. Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, thanks a lot.